Yeah, Bloomberg might be right around the corner. We're all getting excited for it. But that doesn't mean there's not other cards spiking hundreds of percent that need to be talked about first. For many players, Bloomberg is the set for them. It's the set that they've been looking forward to all year. They are laser focused and they are looking at the spoilers and getting ready to play that new set. But that also means things are being missed in other areas of Magic. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. A reminder, guys, if you enjoyed today's content, you like hanging out with the Moxman, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel. Please turn on your notification bell. I put out new content every single day. Love having the new comments in the comment section, guys. Thanks again for joining. So what are we talking about? Well, there's card spikes going on, and there's so many going on now that it's made a lot of new interesting ideas really start to appear in how players decide to play off some of the value of their cards. Not every player is building the deck you think they're building. Sometimes they're just trading in the value of the cards because there's so much money to be made right now. And the understanding that that market will die down. It will calm down and those cards will become cheap again, that they can buy them later on. So let's take a look at a couple of these cards, because cards spiking 3, 4, 5x their money, cards go up 100 and something percent, 500%. It's insane to think about, but it's happening more and more often as new Magic sets get released. New ideas come around, new conceptual ideas get broken from an old idea just made better by newer cards that are created. So let's take a look. Let me show you the first card here. Let's take a look at the Tree of Predition. This is an original Eldritch Moon copy. You can see right now the average price is $23. The market price, $19.94. A foil is still almost 50 bucks. But look at the monthly change in your lower right-hand corner. You can see the card has a monthly change of $15.20, and the average price was $23, which means this card was $7.80 from where it is today, and that was only in a 28-day changed period of time. That's a really big, significant growth. That's 3 times the value that it used to be. And you have to start to ask yourself, well, why is this going on? Yes, a set like Bloomberg is coming up, but there's more to it than that. It is the multitude of new sets that can activate older cards and offer more synergy and power level than people originally thought these cards had. Now, the good news is we can see where this is being used. You can take a look at the Vampire decks, you can see the most recently played decks, and you can see what people have built to use this card in an effective way. I love it, okay? I looked at the deck and I said, I can just see how this would play out. It's fantastic. And this is a pioneer version of a deck, okay? But it's great to see how players can put this together. But the funny thing is, this isn't the only card, okay? Not just Tree of Perdition. Look at this next card and tell me if you remember it. This is the Nautiloid ship from Adventures in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, the second set. And this card, I remember talking about it when it came out. I mean, the idea of the mind flares and stuff. I love the idea of the cards. This was from Spelljammer. Like, it made perfect sense to me. And look at the spike of this card. It has an average price now of $6.99. That's still not a big value, guys. This is still a pretty cheap card. But the market price is $5.26. And you can see a change in a month of $4.88, which means this card was like $1 and change. So what happened? Well, that's just it. Cards like this are more effective than they used to be as the years go by. When you take a closer look at the Nautiloid ship, and this thing is a 4 casting cost artifact vehicle. It's a 5/5 ship with a crew effect of 3. It does have flying. It says when the Nautiloid ship enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Well, there's lots of reasons to exile graveyards, so that's also an effective thing even if you can't utilize it right away. Whenever Nautiloid ship deals combat damage to a player, you may put a creature card, exiled with Nautiloid ship, onto the battlefield under your control. Depending on when you decide to play with this, and with all the new ways of crewing vehicles, this card is very easily utilized. It's very powerful, and some players are starting to recognize that. And that just shows you how a card can spike up out of nowhere. Triple X from where it used to be. And a lot of those types of cards may just be sitting in your collection. they may not be doing anything. Now, a card like the Tree of Perdition, that always had a certain level of value to it. There was a certain amount. $8 card is not that cheap. It's still a card that has trade-in value, trade-up value, or playability factor. The non-alloyed chip being $1 means it was probably in a bulk bin until fairly recently, until copies started to sell. Regular version and the borderless one. And that makes you stop for a moment. And although Bloomborough is a central focus, you now know there could be bulk cards in your collection you had no intention of playing with or didn't realize had maybe changed in value, and it could give you a reason to go looking through some of those cards, taking a moment to recognize some of the value in your collection that can be used to trade up into cards you actually want to play with. But not only that, you could even trade up into things like the reserve list, depending on the cards you're going after. The market right now has had a lot of like turning wheels right now. Cards going up, cards going down. I've seen a whole bunch of reserve list cards gain in value recently, and we've seen a whole bunch gone down. Things like the Liege of Hollows, the Spirit. It was on the reserve list last weekend. That card is like quadrupled in value in the last couple of days because of Bloomborough. But Bloomborough's not the only set. As excited as I am for that set, and all the spoilers coming out with it. And no, today's video will not have any spoilers covering it. I will probably do that at another point. We're so close to release now, I'll probably start working on the pre-release video. But when you start looking at what these cards offer and the sets we got this year, and understand that Duskmourn is right around the corner, this may be the time to look at some of your cards, some of your collection, and maybe start putting a few cards aside that may jump up in value based on new ideas from Wizards of the Coast from some of these new sets, which really kind of synergize these older cards, make them work better and much quicker in the new powerful decks that are coming around, and you can maybe take advantage of that. You can come out ahead because you had some of the value, you just didn't toss it away. It's just amazing to me to see how far cards can go. You know, I really thought for a while Mox Amber was really going to tank in value after we saw the reprint from the Brothers War. But when you realized how small the reprint was, the card bounced back very quickly. That is a card at least you knew had value. It had a certain level to it. It got up to a very high rate of return. Some of these bulk cards can be bought for $1, and then people sell them for $10, $12, $13. If you sell 4, 6, 8, 12 copies, different stores, different times, TCG player, you can make a ton of money, and you can trade that into other things. A lot of wheeling and dealing happens in this market space that people don't always realize in their enjoyment of the game. They could be passing up on serious returns on some of their cards they don't even know are worth money. Something to keep in mind. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Another card spike of over like 100-something%. It's insane to see how much these cards are spiking, and I love covering these videos with you. So thanks a lot for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow with another video, and have a great day, everyone. Well, here we are at the end of the video, and this is the moment in that video where I get to thank each and every one of the amazing patrons and YouTube membership members we have here on the channel. Because of the support they show every month, daily uploaded content gets put out to YouTube, and I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me. So thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Don't worry. We're going to shop smart. We're going to shop smart. Don't worry, guys. We're here at the end. Welcome to the Ramble Jamble. Couple of things to go over. So, the stickers are here. The stickers are here. Wait. That looked kind of good, right? So, stickers arrived, which is cool. And get this. Get this. Not the stickers, by the way. I was not sick. I told you guys I had that toothache. It wasn't a toothache. Apparently, I had some kind of infection that got under my gums and entered my bloodstream through this like one section of my thing. Guy said it could have killed me. I'm on antibiotics. Like, serious antibiotics. Who knew? I don't know what to tell you guys. There's like my weird moment of the day. This isn't winter tires. It's not somebody trying to porch pirate something from my house. It's, oh, by the way. And you're like, oh, well, thank goodness I made that appointment to go to the dentist. Anyway, Bloomberg spoilers off the hook. That blue fish, I said I wouldn't do it in today's video. I got home late from the dentist, but I wanted to cover this here at the end. That blue fish blows my mind. The cards are great. I can't wait to play this set. But those cards spiking, it just shows you what's going on in the market. And people better start paying attention. I know some friends now who have made some bad deals recently, and it's almost as if somebody knew stuff was going to go up. So keep your eyes on your stuff. Check your bulk. There's some real value to be had there where you might be able to flip up into some serious cards, okay? Thanks again, guys. Have an awesome one. There's your weird tales for the day. Remember the old magazines, Weird Tales? Yeah. All right. Have a great one. Ramble Jamble.